people don't see Oron again.
That place was reserved as an industrial zone in Oron. Until today, I've not seen a single industry come.
But they still hold the Oron product.
I think we are the largest oil producing community in Nigeria.
If Oro person speak the real Oro, or speak the real language, you want to belong.
We have a location in Brazil called Oron. Check it on your map.
They wanted Oron to join Ibibio to make Akwa Ibom state.
Cassava is not a native food of Nigeria. We imported it from Brazil through this Oron water.
They are developing, but they are not developing forward.
So hence I am saying Oro is not developing fast enough. In fact, not fast enough. Remove fast. Oron is not even developing. We are at a standstill.
If you were given a choice to choose for an Oron person to become a governor, or for the Maritime Academy to become a university, and the deep sea port to come to actualization, the Ibaka Seaport, which would you choose?
Welcome to another edition of Marcus Experience.
My name is Edwin. I'm from Oron.
You made a statement that you guys is point which I don't want to go into that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Okpoyo. I'm from Reform, and it's a privilege to be here to share minds with great people. All right, I'm eager to jump on this cake and see what we make of it.
Please, all right. Disclaimer: we are not sponsored, we are not in support, and we are not attacking any political party, individual, or firm. Please, this just we as a people of our nation try to see how we can grow from today and to correct what happened years back. We are just, please disregard however you feel. They just we creating awareness. So please do not feel we are sponsored or we are attacking your party. Or please, we are not attacking your party. I beg, we are just here to see how we can grow as the people of our nation. On that note, I want to ask a very simple question: how do we build our nation? How do we build our nation? But before we go into that, so please tell us, what is our nation?
I think I will start by, first of all, I think my brother said that I made a statement that I want to clear that statement about the Oyuge. If you check, if not that Oron has gone down so in a way that people don't see Oron again. If you check the history very well, you will know that Oyuga is the center of Oron. Check the map, check everything, you will know it. And this is not something I want to add.
And Oyuga is the center of Oron.
Oh yeah, it's the center of Oron nation. And if you check,
we need to bring out the map.
If you check closely, you will know
need to bring out the map.
many things came out from Oyuga. Check the primary school. That's 18 something.
Wow.
Show me a primary school that was in 18 something in Oregon. 18 something, 1821.
Wow.
So show me. So that makes him a center of the nation, of Oron nation. Because that should say that was the first primary school that everyone in Oron attend. Those olden age people. So you can know that makes it a center of Oron. So everybody was focusing in that direction. They comes there to get their education. So I keep that aside. You can argue.
No. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. No. We'll come to that. Let's
about Oron.
what is our nation?
Oron is a good people that come together. I think we are 5 or 6 people together. 5 people of Oron, Reform. So and if you check, these 5 people are unique people, very unique people with different language. But, if you hear those language, you know that these are lovely people. If Ibaka or Mbo or someone person from Mbo speaks Mbo language, you feel like I want to belong here. If Oro person speak the real Oro or Iloe speak the real language, you want to belong. And this language has not confused them.
Yes.
They speak the language, different language, but they hear it, they understand it, they know what it stands for. So these are beautiful people that comes together, and then because of the way they do their things, the unity they had before makes them to be called that Oron nation. That's what I see, the unity they had before. They were so united, and they were helpful to other tribes. That's why you could see people from, if you go to Cross River State now, you discover a lot of Oron people are becoming people in the government, councillor, House of Assembly member. So if we really want to trace Oro very well, you will discover that part of Oro is in Cross River State. Part of Oro is in Cross River State. So this makes them unique, and this makes them Oro nation. That's why we call them nation.
All right, all right. That was a beautiful brief about what is Oral Nation. Before now, I didn't know those facts about Oral Nation. So thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. Please, Mr. Okpoyo, please, what is Oral Nation?
For the first time, yeah, I agree with what he said. And the fact that we are people that are surrounded by the coastal line, like, it makes us more united than every other tribe. I'm not beating around ethnic sentiments. We have Ibibio, we have the Anam people, but the special bond the Oron people have is different. Yes, it's totally different. And just like what you said, we are part of the Calabar. You know that what is his name? The man on the 1,000 naira notes. What is his name? Clement's son. Yes, originally was part of us. You know, he became a governor there in this thing under is it the Fourth Republic or the
Eastern Cross River?
Yes, back then when it was Southeastern, yes. So he became the governor, and he's part of us. Yes, he's part of us. So these are a unique set of people coming from the coastal area, and their major occupation and every other thing. So it makes us special. That's what I can say about it.
Please to add to that also. When they wanted to give Akwa Ibom a state, Oron people intentionally did not want to follow Igbo.
Wow.
And to tell you the fact and the truth about it, they knew that the Igbo people don't like them. So they wanted to
You mean originally the Bibios wanted to join Oron Nation? They wanted to merge
Oron to join Ibibio to make Akwa Ibom state.
Okay.
Oron people did not agree with it.
Okay.
I think I saw this this history in late Chief I.U. Iyanam's compound. He was the then secretary.
You mean that's how we became part of Cross River State?
That's no originally.
Yes.
River State.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Now, when they wanted to separate Akwa Ibom State, Oron people did not want to join. They wanted to still remain in Cross River State. It was negotiation. They came in, pleaded, and said, no, we should be together as brothers and sisters. That was when Oron now accept and join. And now you can see, because it was not what Oron really wanted. That's why you can see the way the Bibio and the Anang people are treating Oron.
I would come from a more geographical aspect of Oron Nation. Probably we didn't have an idea. So when I did geography and natural resource management, when we learned plate tectonics here, we are told that the whole continents were one, which we call Pangaea, and then they drifted apart through what we call plate tectonic movements. I don't want to confuse you. So the continent called South America, if you look at the map and you look at the map of Africa, there's a point that points out at the end of South America, and then there's a deep part of African map where Nigeria is located here. Now, if you carry these two maps and join them together, they fit perfectly like a puzzle. So South America drifted away from Africa. Actually, now if you note that place where it drifted, it's Brazil. We have a location in Brazil called Oron. Check it on your map. We have a location called Brazil in Oron. And so originally our Oron people used to settle there. The people from there are the ones that settled in now Oron Nation that we have. Even when you notice, cassava is not a native food of Nigeria. We imported it from Brazil through these Oron waters here. So we are a great people. We are a great people of wealth, of resources, of diverse things. Even the first time Lord Lugard set his foot in Nigeria, check your history. It's in the port in Oron that Lord Lugard got the first ship brought Lord Lugard to Nigeria. So in this point, Oron is a great nation. Oron is a wealthy nation. Yeah, that's what I have to say about it.
In as much as I came my own black book, please. Are you sure you guys are not a black book? Because I'm learning a lot from you guys.
That's to tell you that here at Experience, we keep it real. We let you know how it is. We're not hiding anything from you. You understand? We're not hiding anything from you. For viewers' sake, I ask, what is Oron Nation? And I believe my guest and my co-host has been able to answer your questions. So let me come in a little bit. Uh, Actually, what is Oro Nation in Akwa Ibom State today? For viewers' sake, and I'll say this: Oro Nation is the part of Akwa Ibom State. People say nation, nation. Nation it sounds like a country.
The country, yeah.
Why we call it a nation is because of how excluded we are. Hmm? How special we feel. Just like what Okpoyo said, we are being surrounded by what is it coastal. So that's what makes us feel special. So in a nutshell, Oro Nation is a part of Akwa Ibom State with 5 local government areas, which is Mbo, Udumuko, Urefon Ruko, Okobo, and Oron Central, right?
Yes.
Oron local government. And because of how special we are, more reason we have to give ourselves that name, Oron Nation. Forgive us, we have to take you back to history. Just to tell you that we have lots of historical backup for these facts. So for this reason, I want to ask another simple question, very, very simple. Please don't forget this discussion. In fact, it concerns everyone in Akwa Ibom State, not just our nation. More reason I have to introduce our topic. Finally, today, our topic today is Oral Nation development, governance, politics, and the future of our people. I repeat, Oral Nation development, governance, politics, and the future of our people. What natural resources does Oral Nation possess?
Oron is if I'm putting the 5 governments together,
Yes.
I think I can't see any other nation. Let me call them a nation. Set of people that are more blessed than Oron Nation. Let's not start from crude oil. No, let's not start from there. All right, because even before the discovery of the crude oil, we were far more economically strong. You look at the fish resources. We look at our soil is the kind of soil that can produce whatever you plant on it, right? So we look at people that are going into agriculture, forestry, into fishing. Tell me which other economy is more strong than that. Then let's look at the crude oil. The crude oil that is produced on a daily basis
in our
in
nation.
our nation is enough to sponsor or to drive any economy in this world.
Don't be like.
Yes, and I see that as a
Ojoje
and I want to
badi agbagiboro.
Way.
Ojoje badi agbagiboro.
Way.
Let's forget about the crude oil. Let's go to palm fruit.
exactly.
Because we're literally asking what natural resources does
Oro also have palm fruit. I think Oro gave Malaysia government palm fruit they are using. Yes. From Obasanjo. Obasanjo collected it from Oron seed and sent it to Malaysia. I have that documented in my email. I have it because I studied in Malaysia. So I know. But if you check what Malaysia is using that palm fruit to do now, you can't compare it with our
more economical than us. More economical. More economical.
Oro has all it takes to even become a nation like this.
Thank you very much, sir.
Please, can come in.
So, thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. I was coming to the palm fruits, actually. It's the same way where in the Obasanjo region, palm fruits were exported from Oron to Malaysia. And right now, in the whole world, Malaysia is the largest palm exporting country, actually. Now, let's look at Oron has this, I think we are the largest oil producing community in Nigeria as a whole. And I'm not just talking about crude oil. Even to palm produce, even to palm produce, Oro is a very large production zone for palm produce. Here, we look at the water resources that we have. What we have at Oro beaches, and so that we always call it distributary in geography. That is a distribution from the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, that is what runs through Oron waters, where we have that beach there. Yeah, so we have aquatic resources. The amount of fish, crayfish, and aquatic resources that are taken out of Oron on a weekly basis feeds the whole nation. You hear, you even go to Abuja and you see restaurants and they cook, or you want to buy crayfish at the market.
Is it around crayfish? Is it around fish? Is it around dry fish?
There is no place you go in the whole of Nigeria that does not know that fish and crayfish comes from Oron. I'm going to prove this to you, yeah? I'm not saying things that is not real. Just sit down at Oron Road, on that Uyaro Junction. Sit down on a very nice Sunday from 12 in the afternoon. Watch the vehicles going out of Oron. They are heaped and loaded with
Aquatic
crayfish.
lives.
Yes, aquatic lives. You
I
understand?
can attest to that.
and
I can attest to that.
Oron is a great place for, like you said, soil. Our soil is very good. I've planted, me personally, me and my father, we are farmers. I've planted an avalanche of different things that I've planted apple, normal apple, and it grew. Although I did not take care of it properly and it died later on, but for the fact that it germinated to some extent, yes, that proves something that Oron soil is fertile.
Oron Nation is actually blessed. So what is going on? Because Okpoyo say we have crude oil, lots of them to even run a country. Mr. Gane say we have what again? Palm fruits. Palm fruits, something that is very, very rare to find any other place. We have them in our nation. Let's go to the aquatic lives. Fish, crayfish. What kind of fish do you want that you will not see in our? Even fish that looks like human being, you see. Honestly,
Don't forget forestry.
forestry, the maritime economy as well.
My little certificate, we okay, Ipono.
Mm,
We entered that one of those swine.
mm,
My brother, if you see the amount of wood that are being cut down on a daily basis, you get what I'm trying to say. Timber products being cut down on, those are millions. Those are millions. And I think the only state that can compete should be Calabar, because Calabar has that. But man, it was crazy. Seeing those trucks piling up those woods, man, those are millions.
Any coastline region should be very, very blessed
Yes.
because the soil should be very, very fertile. And Oron is a very coastal region. And I believe Oron Nation is blessed. So, for that, let's go to the next question. Is Oron Nation developing fast enough? Is Oron Nation developing fast enough? If no, why? If yes, where can we improve? But okay, first of all, please, I just need a yes or no answer. Is Oron Nation developing fast enough?
No, capital no.
Okpoyo.
Brother,
I don't touch you.
it's a big no.
It's a big no.
I think this is where everybody here will agree on one thing, because this is a big no.
Okay, as your host, I will not want to agree and I want to disagree. So you say no. So why? I'm asking the answer.
I think not to disrespect any leadership of Oro or to insult any elder in Oro,
We don't do that.
but I want to tell you the truth. I think I grew up in Cross River State because my father was an ex-military man. He was a military man, so he's an ex-military man now. So I grew up in barracks. So those days, anytime they want to bring us to Oro, we have this very happy. Let's go to Oro. Let's go to Oro. In those days, let's go to Oro. So when we step into Oro, the first thing we want to do is we go to museum. I came in a few months ago and I went to the museum.
I hate my
It's
beloved
nothing,
museum
no.
is no more existing.
It's nothing to talk about.
No.
I went there.
What happened to my childhood memories?
I went there. I think I went there with Barrister Sisi and my senior brother. We went. They say, "Oh, let's go and show you the museum." Sir, I wept. I cried. You know why I cry? Because I cry because we still have people in government that can fix that thing. It don't take them nothing. Nothing. I mean nothing. If a museum that people were traveling when I was small, people are traveling from Uyo, from everywhere, Cross River State to come to Oron Museum. And now you go to that place, you don't see anybody coming into. So what is the development? There's no development.
Something is wrong somewhere.
Then you now see the route. I see Bakibom, the hotel. I cry. That is a building of. That building supposed to be like a museum to every monument that comes in to say, "Oh wow, this is it." I think before we now had all these 5-story, 7-story building, Oron first had that one.
Like Kibu was a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
It
Now,
was.
where is it now? So, in my own view, I think we really need a good leadership that can fix back Oron. Look at the roads. Oron Road, Oron Road, Oron Road, that brings in that those cars, like my brother says, those cars goes out, coming in. Okay, let me not go there. Let me go to the market that they used to sell the crayfish. Eh? And the local government is collecting revenue on that market. But they can't fix that market for those women that pays that revenue. No, now. No, now. So please, I don't want to go deep to it, because if I go deep to it, it might look that I want to insult the elders. But let's tell them the truth. If you are in government, as a local government chairman, fix all up. We don't need to go and drag governor. We don't even need to drag the House of Assembly member first. We should start from the grassroots, which is all the local. One thing I discovered, even the councillor that we voted does not know the duty of a councillor. This is one thing all leadership need to work on. Before somebody go as a councillor, he must know what is councillor. Ask all the councillors that are here now, what is the duty of a councillor? You will know that they don't know. They don't know nothing. All they know is to dress up, go to the council, collect the allowance when the allowance come, and then go back home. They don't know.
And sign
Any document. So this is where the development of Oro has gone. It's gone. So please, I raise my case there. Oro is not developed. It's gone.
All right.
That's your take on oral nation developing fast or not? And we said no. So from that, I can gather some points. Representatives are not doing their job. That's what you're trying to say, and that's a very big problem, because they are called representatives. If we are not properly represented, so what's the point of we having the
Representatives as well.
So it does not really make sense. Oral nation is not growing fast. It's not developing fast enough. I have something to say, but before then, I'll leave the floor for my special guest, Daniel Okpoyo, to have a little to say. You said no, please. Why?
Who is always eager to talk. All right. The truth is, it's a big no. I remember my dad would give us stories back then of how good or how entertaining it was to be in Oron, especially December. Like things would happen. Backy boom.
I was about
God
to.
of mercy.
I was just coming to that.
But then
I was just coming to
you
that.
look at the current situation right now. I don't think there is any development. I don't think. If there is, maybe you should point it out to me. Right? Because we see places that were built.
Mr. Daniel.
Okay, that's your point.
You said I should show you where
Okay. It's developing, yes.
And the local government in Oro is developed.
We are going to.
They developed it and then they closed back the road instead of to expand the road. That's that.
But you're right. You're right. The reason I say you're right is because what we mean by development is not closing somewhere else to open something else. You are right. They are developing, but they are not developing forward. They are not developing forward. If we are to develop forward as a place, the other places we can't even manage them. Look at the museum, for example.
Yeah, the museum. I cried.
Do you ask yourself, all those artifacts that were there, where are they now?
They have sold them. Somebody has stolen them.
If it has been sold, where is the accountability for it? Who has it been sold to? Because there's money coming from it. Yes, where is the money?
How does it benefit the people of our nation?
We get those people that were working.
Oh God.
Guy, do you know what we call excursion? That you have a child, and your child will need to go for an excursion to his own village museum to show them this is our masquerade. This is that. This is what we used to do, right? This is our ancestral line. There's no museum in Oron again. There's none. What of the this thing? What is it called? Backy Hotel.
That one, somebody will say it was an individual property. The local government will have come in. That will have been a tourist center for people. You can check it out, sir. That would have been a better place. Okay, now I take you back to history. I had an uncle that was I think assistant dean in maritime or something.
Okay.
And later on, he brought there's a ferry that we were using in order to Calabar. They call it MDA.
Okay.
That was my uncle's ferry. MDA. It was using from to carry people from there. Where is that ferry now?
What of the terminal? Do you know there was a terminal there?
Yeah,
But now I understand your points.
You know there was a terminal there.
where's the ferry?
Development. Maybe our nation is just developing.
So you build a primary school
in
and you call it
static positions, not even
you,
going backward.
you build
or
something you are
forward.
supposed to build. You are supposed to do it. Right? You, okay, thank you. God bless you, sir. Was there already. The local government was still there.
I think I know that Oro has Aveston Zinc or something, or Okpoyo was in Oro along Marina Road. Have you gone there to see?
What of the rubber plants?
Still there. There are things that are still there. There is a building there.
The rubber plant, does that still?
It's not working. So
you know what I'm talking about.
I believe that we have 5 local governments. Please, I want to air out this thing.
Please go ahead.
We have 5 local government chairmen.
Yeah.
We have, I think, 4 or 5 House of Assembly members. Should be 4.
Yeah.
Because Oro and Uru share
one.
so it should be 4. Now, I believe we have a deputy governor. Let's take Honorable Victor Ndai out of the game. Let's take him out. Now, these people are there. We have a Federal House of Representatives. So add all this together. We don't need the governor to create a road, a major road that brings economy to Oro. We don't need the governor. All of them can sit down and make a decision. No matter how much that comes into these 5 local government, this is what we set aside to have a major route that will attract people to come into Oro, to buy this fish, to buy this crayfish and take it back. But they don't sit down. If we are talking about development or to make Oro grow, these are the best thing to do for Oro is to give Oro a good road. Now, why do I say so? If you give Oro a good road from airport to Oro, let me use Oro language now. If you move from airport to Oro, now you will see that there will be traffic in Oro. Why? Because people will live, risking their life going through Calabar road to Calabar. And we want to come to Oro and make use of the ferry governor is trying to build in Oro. These are the things that our leaders are supposed to sit down first and say, why governor is building us the ferry? Let us look for a way to make a good major two-lane. But
Even when we can do it individually, at least we will clamor for it.
I think I'm going to comment and I'm going to just mention a few things. Okay. I think
Don't forget, is Oro Nation developing fast enough?
Yes, it isn't. It isn't, and I'm going to say
We said no, right?
yes.
Why?
It's not going fast enough, and I'm going to say this why. Because number one, when I was in secondary school, before I decided to study geography. I love geography. Okay, and so my geography teacher taught us something. That vast land opposite Maritime Academy was proposed for something, which is industrial zone. There are places we call industrial zones, which are meant to be used to build industries and factories and the rest. That place was reserved as an industrial zone in Oron. Until today, I've not seen a single industry built there. Till today, not even pure water factories in that place. You understand?
Audio industry.
You get that's one. That's one thing. Still back then, I mean years ago, there was this period where tankers were always entering Oron back to back. And my father told me tank farm. I don't know what was tank farm as at then, and I've not done my research to do. We heard that they will soon commission the Ibom Deep Seaport, that they're already building tank farms and the rest. And now these are things that made us happy as kids, knowing that okay, there's development coming to where I am from, so that if I want to stand out to say, oh, I'm from Oron, I can say it as a proud son of Oron. But today, where is that thing? I've not heard about anything like tank farm again. That's one. Let me come again. I went on excursion to Cross River State when I was still in secondary school, and one of the places we went to was the Slave Trade Museum in Cross River State, and oh my God, the things I learned. the things I learned. Now I went to Oron Museum. Yes, the things I saw and what I learned. When I went to Oron last December, I decided one good evening to just stroll into the museum and sir, I don't know how to express how I felt. You must have felt bad, but you will not feel as bad as me as a geography student and a person that have seen what a museum can be. You understand? I went there, the Ojuku bunker that was there is rusted. The bunker is rusted. I tried to enter, it's rusted. They could not even open it for me at that time. I don't know if they open it for you. The bunker, you cannot enter inside the bunker. Yeah. That bunker was built when we had the civil war.
Barrister Sisi tried to explain that place.
When we had the civil war, that bunker is no longer working. Now, let's talk about the ambience of that place that is close to the coastline. You know, the museum is here, the coastline is just here. The ambience is nothing to be, you will just see some random boys stay there and do all manner of things they are not supposed to do. Let me even emphasize smoking and doing things which are not meant for that place. It is not properly managed and there's nothing being put in place there. You will see the grass will grow and nobody's even cutting it. Now, let's talk about maritime on its own. We've heard this since I was in primary school that maritime academy is proposed to be maritime university. Even there was this point I heard that the current, please, I'm not mentioning his name to attack anybody, but I heard the current Senate president, as at the time he was just a senator, had brought that matter up in the Senate. I don't know if it was a fake news or so, but I heard that at some point that this matter is being moved at the Senate, that the Maritime Academy is going to be made Maritime University. These are parastatals. These are things that brings development to Oron, and we will just hear it for a minute and then it's gone. So hence I am saying Oro is not developing fast enough. In fact, not fast enough. Remove fast. Oron is not even developing. We are at a standstill. Go today to Oron. Most of the young people have left Oron because there is nothing there for them. So you go Oron, go back. Would you yourself go to Oron, go rent an apartment in Oron and stay?
But sorry, let me ask. I don't know if I'm going to run too far if I say this, but it's a simple question. There's this woman that I spoke to. She asked a simple question, and I want to ask that question. If you were given a choice to choose for an Oron person to become a governor, or for the Maritime Academy to become a university, and the deep sea port to come to actualization, the Bakadi seaport, which would you choose? I want you to understand this. I'm going to point you to a direction right now. Two things. We are looking at two things. We are looking at economic strength of the nation, developing a place, and two, we are talking about you becoming a governor, like posterity, like you know the feeling you have that a governor came from our nation. It doesn't guarantee the development of the place.
Hold on. I want to ask a question, and I know it's not part of what we are discussing right now, but it still concerns our nation and our development. You ask a question for us to have, a
governor
from our nation,
or have Ibom Deep Seaport and Maritime turn into university.
Hold on. For clarification, this governor that is coming in, is there a deal? Hold on. It's a very sentimental question. Hold on. This governor coming in, and is it to sign a deal that he will not bring Ibaka?
You are not sure of what the governor is offering.
You cannot be sure. You cannot be sure. Because I can't
anything like that.
Let's have the governor then.
To me, I would say if I know who we are going to give the ticket for the governor.
Yeah.
That means you don't trust your brothers. You don't trust your brothers.
The governor is because I know
you know what it
is.
What I was asking. I was coming to that.
Okay, so
no matter how you hit your house, your house is your house.
Yes,
okay. If I understand, your house is your house. Okay. So I feel if you have a governor there, and
he's the right person.
No. Let me except this person does not see Oro as a home.
There are people you understand. Power investigate them.
Leave it from that angle.
Let's look at it from this angle.
Most I have to ask if there will be a deal.
That question is sensitive.
It's very sensitive.
The question is direct. It's very direct. There's no corners.
And that's what I was
direct. Yeah. Don't bring in a deal or something. Now the question is, between you having an oral person as a governor or
Without a deep sleep. No.
or have the deep sea port and the maritime academy. So I will pick that oral should have the deep sea port and maritime academy. Now I'm going to say I'm going to say this here. Personally, I'm not going to lie to you. There's a whole lot of godfatherism when it comes to politics and the rest. There are a whole lot of things. Me, I've been a student leader.
Politics will be involved.
I've been a student leader before, and I know what happens. Even in the underground politics that we are playing, I became a student leader, and there were things I would want to do that I cannot do because of powers that be. That will tell you don't try that thing. Okay? Now I'm coming. You understand? Now for me, that is what I will pick because that will bring long-term development. It's because of that deep sea port. Whoever is even the governor will be forced to do road to that place.
Yes.
Whoever is the governor that time will be forced to bring. Remember that.
You are dividing my home.
I'm not attacking anybody, but there was a person that was a one-time minister of something from our nation, but there was nothing to show for it. That we had your oral produced a minister.
Sir, please, I don't want to go there. Let me tell you something. If they say,
Yes.
okay, let me take you back to one issue.
Okay.
Now, do you know they did not allow Onwe Edwin to become oral local government chairman? Are you guys aware? Onwe Edwin, you know, oral local government chairman.
Okay. Why?
Now, because they felt Edwin, you know, oral. That was them thinking that way. Now, it comes to a time that they zoom it back to Edwin. Now, Iyabasi came out to contest it. And do you know how that thing fall back to Onwe, which was Oyong? Oyong pick up. Everybody was pushing him, said, "Hey, so rest in peace. Come and become an House of Assembly member." And he has the power to be. He was in the corridor of power. Now, what Oyong did, Oyong said he will not be House of Assembly member. That he must erase that statement, Onwe will never be a chairman. And that was how Oyong become a chairman. To change the setting. The first. Okay.
So you see, that question I asked came in two different forms. First of all, if an oral man is to become a governor, he will be the first.
Yeah, he will be the first.
But there is no assurance.
Go.
Yes.
What we need.
And you know that, and you know one thing is, you have someone there and could not execute anything for you. It's going to be a shame. It's going to be a shame.
A big shame.
A big shame. For a small, and I'm not saying that we are small as a nation. I'm saying we are small in terms of population. Yes. And as a small set of ethnic group, right? It is bad that we have a governor or anybody representing us and cannot think for the people.
I want to answer.
I want to tell him something.
All right.
Okay.
Now, you see, in that aspect that you bring up, it's not about we send somebody in and it becomes the first.
Right.
It's about if they say, okay, Oron, it's time for you to go. Oron, now sit down and bring who is the right person. Because now, if you check,
All right.
if you check, when Okpoyo came out for governorship, it was Victor that says it must go to Anna. Now, 3 people in Anna, 2 were 2 brothers, Bob and the other one, Ikarika. Now, Okpoyo came in. And in that election, I tell you, and I stand to be corrected, on we are election on.
Okay.
Larry Henson was the one that win that nomination.
We need proof, but let's go.
That is why, okay, I will show you the proof. That's why they kept that election for 6 months to announce the nomination. It was 6 good months. They kept it in Lagos for 6 good months. Election again, why did they take it to Lagos? To announce that thing.
Upper room.
It takes them 6 months. Now, they announce it. Okpoyo came into power. But do you go to Ikoripene?
Yeah.
Do you go to... Now, he dealt with his community. He make sure he make it looks like a city. Now, he hand over. He still have people that brought him to that power. But he still has to do what he needs to do for his
people. Yes.
Now, he left that seat. Udom came in. Okpoyo was still Udom's godfather. He has people that control. But go to now, you will cry. Network, road network. So if we want to send somebody, we will send somebody that has horror in his mind.
All right. I want to answer that question. It's a very, very sensitive question that we have to come back to deliberate on. So this is it. Don't forget why we are here. Horror nation and development and the future. So, which means, I say something that no matter how you hate your area, sure that this my area is swampy. My house is my house.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I'm going back home.
Yes.
You understand? I don't like it to stay outside. I enjoy myself with my friends, but at the end of the day, I have to rest my head on my bed. So this is the point. Horror Nation is clamoring for one thing. Just one thing: the proper development, the right development. As a Christian, is Horror Nation developing fast enough? I use Horror Nation and I added developing fast enough, which means no matter what happens, we are still developing. But it is very, very dodgy, very, very slow. So, one thing we are clamoring for, one thing we are aiming at, it is the development of our nation and the future of our nation. So, be it governor, be it having a deep support at Ibaka, whatever. So far, it will bring development, it will bring recognition, it will bring recommendation to our nation.
Okay.
We are ready for it. You understand?
That's you are tired of our
No. I just want to answer that question in a very plain manner,
Yes.
which I believe is the right thing to say.
Yes.
Go with the governor. We are too small. As an ethnic group, we are safe. But please, this deep support, we are not asking for it. You understand? It is, in fact, we are deemed, okay, we don't want to say it's our right because, right. No, we are deemed fit. Naturally, God gave it to us.
Exactly.
Let me read the word us. God gave it to our nation. You understand? Geographically, God gave it to our nation. When it comes to tourism, God gave it to our nation. So we are only clamoring for just one important, the right development. So I don't, maybe I've been able to give you a little tip,
I love my senior brother.
a little tip to your,
I want to talk so I can.
I like what you are saying. But if they may ask me about development or deep seaport or maritime university or government, I will go for deep seaport. You know why? So if we have
just develop horror for us.
If you give us deep seaport, it won't take 5 to 6 years horror will be developed.
Yes.
Now, do you know why?
This is too much.
Yeah, I'm just putting it 6 years, 5 years, because they need to demolish certain things to make things work out. So give us 6 to 5 years. And people, why they are still fighting that deep seaport is because they know what will come if the deep seaport.
I want to say this very, very important. Very, very important. Let's stop going back to history lane. Why Ibaka? Why Ibom? Why Oro? Why is it? Why this? Let's focus on, I don't know. That's how I feel. Let's focus on the development it will bring to Oro.
No, we should not forget
the development it will bring. No, hold on. The development it will bring to acquire.
Let me say something as your co-host. Let me say something as your co-host.
Yes.
Now, you're saying we should forget about the why or why this. The truth is
no. I want to make reference to a video that I watched.
Okay, I want to.
It was hold on.
Okay.
It was an elderly person with lots of Ira and the rest of it.
Not necessarily experience.
He was asked a very simple question about Ibaka deep seaport. Took us back to history lane. How it was proposed, how it was this, how it was, how it should come to us. Okay, we understand. Just like you making a business proposal to a client, or let's just say to a superior boss of yours. Understand? Let this person know how they benefit. I'm just trying to come in as a businessman. Let them know how they benefit from this business of yours. So I believe I just feel the people of our nation should stop going back to history.
Okay.
Lord Logan, no. Hold on. Let me land.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me land, Mr. Daniel.
You should land
Let me
fast. We
let
have
me
things to say.
land. You say. I just want us to stop going back to the old glories, old days, trying to picture out what should be done because time is going.
Okay.
You understand?
All right,
Let's
so
focus on the development it will bring to our Akwa State.
I think the governor need to know this. That if they say they should move Ibaga deep seaport to even to drill to the level to pass the ferry in, there's a danger ahead of them. They have not done the study about it.
I wanted to say this, but
They have not.
let's go.
So this is where they don't know. They are just clamoring around, moving it, but they have not sit down to calculate. Okay, if we do this thing, when tornadoes come, what will happen? Because there are ground, there are soil that is meant for water to operate, and as soon as it comes, it's sinking. It won't go high like that. They have not studied that. And now, how can you move a deep seaport away from original deep seaport? Sir, in the world, we have 2 deep sea. One is in Singapore, and the second one is in Oro. Ibiza is the second deepest sea in the world. Second. Google it, check it, you'll find it.
Okay.
And now you want to move a deep seaport to go and do artificial.
We should forget about politics.
We should forget about people's life is at risk. Even if you don't know what they are. Everybody is pushing, say, let's go and do. When that thing happen, we have not had disaster in Nigeria that we will, after they do that, they will know when it happens.
Let me come in from this aspect here. We will not have that development if that thing is taken away from Oro. That's what we are trying to address now.
Yeah.
The current development is that it is going to be moved from Oro to Ibno and Eket.
No.
I'm coming.
I'm not saying it should be moved from more.
No, you're saying we should concentrate on the development of what the development to bring about when it is
Oro Nation.
to Oro Nation.
And Akwa State as
Yes, we cannot look at that. Even if you want to look at that, the proposal is that it is going to be moved away from there. So let us address the fact that it's going to be moved away before we now talk about the development.
Why are they moving there?
I don't know. Let me land. I don't know.
I just need one word because
We don't know. So that's what we need to know.
I'm trying to make the point here. Why I'm saying this is somebody asked why should they keep it in Oro Ibaka? Why? You've mentioned one of the things. Now the person who drew out that plan was Obon Victor Ta. Architect Obon Victor Ta was the original person that drew out the plan. This is somebody who had the knowledge, has done the research. It was not to be put at Oro per se. Yeah, it is after his research and he has seen that the best location in Akwa Ibom for that deep sea port was Ibaka. This is an architect we are talking about.
Okay.
Someone who has done his research to know that this is the best location. If Ibno were to be the best location for it, he would have said Ibno. If Eket was to be the best location, he would have said Eket. There are so many things that we have today that he did not do in his time. Okpoyo took his plan and have built most of the infrastructures he drew down. And it was in those exact locations and they are functioning well now and in our time and age. Yeah? So why are you trying to move something that an architect has told you how it is going to be to another location? Now let me talk about the development. If Ibom Deep Seaport is left in Oro, which is the best location for it, sir, we cannot overemphasize, we cannot undermine the level of development to bring to Akwa Ibom. The foreign investors it is going to bring to Akwa Ibom itself. And you are even taking it to a place that is the largest oil producing community in the whole of Nigeria. What are we talking about?
Let me. I've been dying inside to speak.
We have less than a minute.
Oh God of mercy! But okay, let me see how fast I can go. First of all, we look at the cost. The cost of it. It's just like you are looking for a model that is 5 feet, and you are getting someone that is 4 feet.
Yeah.
They're looking for a hill that can take that person up. You get. Meanwhile, we have something that doesn't take half of the what is it called allocation that is being allocated for the ACET project. I don't know if you get it. Yes, and now according the last news I heard our governor speak. He said that the Ibaka people are refusing to accept the name Ibom Deep Seaport. That we want it to be Ibaka Deep Seaport, and that's his only problem. And to me, I support Ibaka people. I've never gone to a place and I hear Lagos deep sea port or so Apapa this. Give them the name. Let people know that this place exists. Right? Give them, it doesn't take anything away from the states. Give them the name. If you are really interested in the economy of the states, as you claim to, just give them the name, build what you have to build. Why should the name be a problem? Please. I don't know if there's more reasons, but that's what I heard him speak.
I think there is reason for them to give their own name. For me, the name, like you said,
It's not a problem.
if you check, where is the airport?
Okpoyo.
But if you enter the flight, what do they say? Where does he land? They say in the city, a beautiful city of Uyo. Is that Uyo?
No, that's Okpoyo local government area.
Please, the government of Okpoyo State and well wishers, please. I know this is politics. I know this is politics. Good or bad, it's literally benefiting a pocket. We know what is going on, but please, for the benefits of Okpoyo State, let's forget about Oro Nation. Maybe Oro is the problem, all right? But please, this will bring a big development to Okpoyo State.
Yes.
Imagine having a seaport in Okpoyo State. Forget name, please. The name should not be a problem. The name should not be a problem.
Only a wolf is not called wolf.
It just.
What's the cause?
It's not a wolf. It's not called Port.
So please, I don't think the name
As
should
people
be.
that don't know the
I don't
place,
think.
by the name, they want to know.
I don't think the name should be a problem, please. If the name is a problem, that means we are being biased. We are being segregated. So please.
Nice.
Can you see any one of them that wants to come and talk will say Oron people.
So please, again, it's not all wrong people that will oversee
Do the right thing.
this project or work there entirely. It benefits the people of Okpoyo State. So on this note, please let's take a 10-minute break. We're back to continue section 2.